Hey guys, it's the Doc. We are wrapping up another week here. We're getting towards the end of January. It's a nice snowy day here in New York, and just thinking about my week, and these are my thoughts of the week. So this week, particularly the last couple of days, I've been thinking about, this is going to sound very nerdy, but I've been thinking about how in every ascending curve, when you look at it really, really closely, there are peaks and troughs. I'm going to explain this to you. So if you look at Apple stock, say, for the last 5 years, you look at the graph of Apple stock, and there's a curve that looks like this. But if you look, say, at 1 month of Apple stock, so if you look at this month, the month from like December 19th to January 19th, or whatever it is, the curve looks like this. So, right after the turn of the new year, Apple stock was up here, and it's slowly been coming down in the last couple of days. It's coming up a little bit. There's some days or some months where you can look at Apple stock, and it looks like this, like it started up high and it works its way down. But over the long term, Apple stock goes like this. And the reason why I've been thinking about this is it's in the context of my business. So, 2019 was the best year I ever had in practice. It was actually my 10th year in practice, and it was the most successful year I had in my practice. And 2020 was not as good. COVID hit, and I took a significant dip, probably a 30 to 40% dip in revenue between 2019 and 2020. And the first half of 2021 was pretty much a repeat of the last half of 2020. And, I was probably, say, 20% down from 2019 when you compare my numbers to 2019. But the last couple of months of 2021 were really, really busy. It was November and December were super busy months. Patients were coming back in. We were doing a ton of procedures, and it really felt like old times, old times being 2019. And as the year ended, I took last year off to spend some time with my family. I was just thinking about how psyched I was to come back to work in January, and how we're going to hit the ground running this year, and 2022 is going to be so amazing. We're going to start off so busy. It's going to be so great. And Omicron took over, and half of my schedule is canceling. Instead of seeing say 30 or 40 patients a day, there's some days where I'm seeing 15 or 20 patients because so many people are getting sick or they've been exposed, etc. And it's been a little bit of a bummer, to be honest with you. I really came into this year thinking that it's going to be so busy and was super excited to just crush it. And it's starting off slow, but even if I look at my numbers from 2020 and compare them to my numbers in 2009 when I started my practice, the curve looks like this. So what I'm telling myself, and what's important I think for all of us to remind ourselves, is that we're in a little trough right now. Some of us are in a trough. And really just have to look at this year, hopefully this year's gonna be a good year, but the last couple of years as a little dip. It's a little trough in an ascending curve. So that's, I'm sort of pulling back from my day-to-day perspective and trying to think of things in more of a long term. I'm still trying to crush my daily win and, do everything I can to achieve my goals in all avenues of life. But, it just so happens that there's circumstances that are out of any of our control. No one knows what this virus is going to do or how it's going to behave or how it's going to affect the economy, the workforce, all those sorts of things. There's many, many variables. But what we can control is the effort and the energy that we bring into work every day, that we bring into the things that we do every day. And, this trough will soon turn into a peak. So those are my thoughts of the week. Let's get it.